Hello, my name is James Veseskis, and I'll be your master teacher as you take this journey into mobile CSP professional development with the CE course. Very excited about this. I actually like the CE course over the AP. The first reason is don't have two schedules. I have my college schedule that the kids complete versus having to worry about the AP schedule. I find that to be the biggest difference because students who are still developing their skills, don't get blown out of the water when we have snow days, we have to cut curriculum and those type of things. They get to work at their pace, and I get to determine when assignments are due versus having to follow the AP curriculum, which can be pretty unforgiving at times. I've been teaching for 25 years. I started in 1995. I taught court order in Baltimore, taught in Hartford, in both middle schools and high school. I teach at Hartford Magna Trinity College Academy. And I've even taught in China, in the Chinese National Program and their ACT program. I have been a master teacher since there's been master teachers. Dr. Morelli, who created the mobile CSP curriculum, was working at the university across the street from me and came across in 2013 and said, "Hey, look at this app my students made." I'm like, "That's cool. Hey, you want me to teach you this? And I want to pay you to learn it." I'm like, "Okay." So that's how it started. Um, so I've been doing it for a while. But for me, the biggest thing in computer science is to change my teaching, especially when it comes to equity. Let's face it, computer science is, mostly dominated by white males. In my first year, I had 12 boys, one black student and one Hispanic, and all the rest white. Since then, with the work of the mobile CSP team, and I'm also an exploring computer science facilitator, and through various things through the National Science Foundation, we really work on equity in the computer science classroom to bring a more diverse culture to computer science. So for me, equity is super important in today's world. Yes, it has improved my teaching. Just for compliance issues alone. We'll talk about that when I mention compliance issues again. For you guys, you'll see what I mean. So with that, let me give you a little quick tour of what you need to do before you get signed up. So I'll get back to that. Let me share my screen. All right. So first thing, you'll be getting this. We're still finalizing it. Is what's expected each week. All these assignments are going to be assigned to you. You're expected to complete 80 to 90% of all the assignments assigned each week. I correct on Sunday, so each week is, based on your time. But I want you to be aware of something. We have 9 hours of synchronous, means we're going to meet 9 hours in person online for the first week. Week two, week two is 6 weeks. Week three is 6 weeks online. We don't run this. Week four is 6 weeks online, and the last week is just on that Friday. That's 2.5 hours just the last day. So you don't really have to worry about the week. It's just presenting your final app, and then what we need to do going forward for the rest of the year is on that last Friday. It just gives you that week to prepare if you need to finish up your projects. So we'll be going through this each week. Now, we're going to be sending out a survey too if you want to have the synchronous learning in the morning or the afternoon. If you'll say we just pick the morning. If it's in the morning, then as we're going to do some of the pedagogy lessons and things in equity in person, those will be the synchronous and some of the programming to get you going, but then you're going to be off on your own. So between like 1 and 3, I'll be holding office hours, or Professor Friedman will be as well. And that's where you'll have a resource to is you're stuck and you don't get the programming, you just jump online with us and we'll help you walk through it. So it's a nice way too, going forward, to see how you can teach mobile CSP to your students, because you're going to be the student. And that's what did it for me. It changed me too much in teaching. We got these sage on the hill mentality. Computer science brought me down to the reality of the real world is when you're on the job, you all work together to get the job done. And that's what I've done with my students. I may know some more than you, but you're going to know as much, and we're going to figure it out together. And that has changed the dynamics of my classroom. So watch for this in the first week. Then after that, you need to sign up for mobile CSP. This is the student side. Right here will say registration. You need to register. And this is the whole course overview. Everything the students are going through are right there for you. There is no other place as one-stop shopping for your students. So you got the week one and getting set up, which I'll talk about in a minute. So you can just type in mobile CSP course and click on the link. And then there's teaching mobile CSP too. We'll send you the link. Make sure you register. And the great thing about this one, before I go back to what you guys need to do as you're getting set up, I just wanted to show you this because this was like a game changer for me. Writing lesson plans, having to hand them in. I haven't written a lesson plan in 4 to 5 years. Okay, I just modify them. I just modify them. I just modify them, and then as I go. But everything's here for your administrator, from the materials to the activities, AP classroom, assessments and solutions. Everything's right there for you. Okay, so make sure you do that. Make sure you get signed up and registered. Use your school account because they're going to verify you as a teacher. Okay, then after that, let's go back to course one here. And if I have children coming in and out summer, so you have to bear with me. So getting started. This is what I need from you in the first week just to get going so we can hit the ground running that first day. All right, maze and algorithms, going to kind of make you do it. It's a fun little activity to go through. It's kind of block programming. But the important thing is, hey, if you don't have a Google account, all this is through Google. You need a Google account. So here's the link for you here. Create a Google account. And then you're going to need a portfolio. Okay, a portfolio is where you're going to answer, where the students answer their questions. Did I close my student one? I accidentally closed my student one. So let's say here, let me go to one of my old sites here. Woohoo! I just got a second course page and site. But yeah, I have permission from the student to show our site. So, sorry for the delay. Everybody's on high here. 2016. All right, so you're going to create a portfolio using Google Sites. And here's where we're going to answer everything. This is what the students have. This is what I do. So I have a dream, unit one. They go through the unit and then they have questions that they answer at the bottom to answer. This is what I'm going to do for you. This is how I grade your site every Sunday. I'm either going to do a combination of, you're going to answer summary question reflections someday, and other days at the bottom of each site, depending on if it's, sometimes the reflection questions are necessary for the students, but as adults, we've kind of gone through this. But it's still going to be important to go through the questions at the bottom, because some of them, and each student they have self-check questions that the students go through, and they can keep answering until they get it right. But at the same time, if you look up here, there's a teacher dashboard, and if all you guys log in and I set you up as a class, I can see if you've done these. So I'm probably going to do a combination of where you got to do some of the reflection questions at the bottom on your portfolio site, or you just have to answer these questions. It's pretty much how it's going to go each week. And of course, a completed app, if it asks you to have a completed app, that just has to happen. All right, so then after that, if you look back on here, you have App Inventor set up, which is a site. So just kind of go through the directions on how to set up App Inventor. When you're set up, yours will be white, but this is what you're going to be working on. You know you're in the right place, MIT. And then the last thing is this link's all provided to you in this email are the teacher resource site, which has for app challenges, College Board resources, you guys in current enrollment, what that means, course requirements, curriculum resources, all the things you need to know as a teacher. So I'm looking forward to working with you over the summer. Some of you, we've already been trained in mobile CSP, so you're not going to be as required to do as long of training. I'd like to see you in some of the live sessions, especially when it comes to the equity talk, to help develop a cohort and support it. That would be awesome. So I hope you're there, especially as the teachers who I've taught before. And if you're new, don't worry about it. You're going to get through. Like I said, I had social studies background. I was teaching social studies before this, so it can be done. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm really looking forward to spending our time online this summer. Normally we do it in person. So there are going to be some growing pains a little bit, figuring out things. So be a little bit patient and look forward to communications and enjoy your summer up till July 7th. Looking forward to working with you all. Y'all, I like that term. So inclusive. I'm thinking good today. All right. Stop video. I'm gonna stop. Stop.